To say you gotta know somebody, or know somebody to get somewhere these days. To say you know that's alright, yeah that's alright, cause you know that's alright with me. Yeah, you know that's alright, yeah that's alright, cause you know that's alright.
I'm going to give the audience participation in the state. So how many people here see one of their goals with real estate being raising private money? Does anybody see that being like a huge part of the real estate business? I mean, it's one of the pillars. Finding good deals, raising money, and then managing, whether it's managing a rehab, managing tenants. So how many people, again, think that raising private money is one of their main goals for this year? Of course. And how many people anybody recently had a tremendous deal that got away because he couldn't find the money to put it together? Does anybody have an example of that? You have one? Okay, well, I told you it's audience participation. Give us your name, where you're from, and tell us about the deal and what happened.
My name is Greg Gahn. My partner and I, Don, I'm a Great Barn Enterprises, LLC. We're doing the business. We were looking at a house in Abington Township that was going for about $104,000. And if we had gotten that house, we probably could have flipped it for about $260,000 when it was already in. And it probably needed about $50,000 to put into it.
So what happened?
We just didn't have the money. Yeah, we didn't want to offer to bring that hard money. That's one thing we're looking for.
So coming to these meetings and meeting people, I mean, you can always find, there's people that have money that don't have deals. There's other people that have deals but don't have money. And there's other people that have money that, and they might be able to find deals, but they don't have any time to do the work. How many people know somebody that's high income individual? They have plenty of money. They can buy any deal they want. They can get financing. They have good credit. They have a good job. They can get any deal they want. However, they need somebody to find them those good deals and manage these projects because they're, yanking teeth out of somebody's mouth or lawyering or whatever. So I think it's important. I mean, one of the things that we're focusing on this year is raising private money, not only for here, but we're raising private money for Florida. And we thought that was going to be really challenging because we're most of our connections, most of our network is up here. But little did we know, it was actually pretty easy. It was a little sexier for us to have investors say, hey, my money's down in a beach house down in Florida. So that was kind of cool. We don't use hard money. We don't use banks, and we try to put as little money in the deal as possible. And I always put the sellers this way: if we had $1 million in the bank, if I bought a $250,000 house, I can only buy 4 of them, and I'm done. So we use private investors. We involve other people in the deal. They could be an equity partner. You could say to somebody, "Look, you put up all the money, I'll do all the work, and we'll split up the profits." You could say to somebody, "Look, I know you have your money sitting there in a CD or it's sitting there in a mutual fund and the stock market's doing this. How about putting it up on some real estate? And the real estate will be your collateral. And we'll pay you interest every month." I mean, Bill was saying that 7% interest on $110,000. It's interest only, so it's really easy for people to understand. We owe you $110, here's your interest check this month. We owe you $110, here's your interest check this month. We owe you $110. The math is so easy. You don't have to do amortization schedules. You don't have to do, you don't need to take a calculator out to figure it out. Really, just the first time. So I would encourage you guys, if you have, how many people here already signed up for the private money workshop? I mean, a lot of you said that private money was your goal. So I just encourage you. This is like sales pitch time that you'll do. I mean, for $100, then come spend time with us January 19th. And I think you'll really get a lot of value out of it. 4 hours, all those 4 hours are for is raising private money, and you get an hour to network with each other in the meantime. And I think we have a couple of our private lenders that we're not going to tell you which ones they are, but a couple of them.
Yeah, we, ask yourself, what if you could raise all the money you would ever need from any real estate that you were going to buy? That's pretty valuable. It's pretty valuable if you can actually say that. Since Jeremy and I have been working together in a little over 2 years, we have not bought a single property, or not gotten a single property under contract that we couldn't raise the money for. We've been very successful at doing that. Sometimes, you know, I couldn't find somebody to fund a particular deal that I wanted to buy, but he found it, and vice versa. So we help each other that way. And that's back again to what I was talking about earlier, that there's possibilities that we can help you with that as well. But, you know, it's just an incredible resource. It's just so amazing when you can go out and have the confidence to look at real estate and know that you can get the money for it. Now, whether or not the people on the other side of the table believe you can get the money for it, that's a very difficult thing to overcome, right? Just operate like you can. As you learn tricks to raising private money, you know, you're going to see that it's really very simple. It's not complicated. It's easy. It's actually very easy. You just need to know what you don't know. We're going to share all that with you. We're going to talk for 4 hours about it at this workshop. So, you know, it's $99. Make sure, you know, if you want to get anywhere in this business, that's the way you got to go. Once you learn how to use private money to buy real estate, you'll never call it back again. You just won't.